In this help video, I'd like to look at our new MTP risk reward script in TradingView. First, let's add this onto a chart. So to do this, you go to Indicators, then your invite only scripts once we've published these, but because I'm recording this before we publish them, I have to do it from my scripts. So you'll go and find the MTP risk reward. Again, that'll be in your invite only scripts. Click on risk reward. Now you see at the bottom it's asking you to click on the chart. Maybe sometimes when you do this, this panel here may be in the way. Do you see that? It may be in the way and you can't see that message come up. So what I suggest you do is you just close that window, and now you can see the tips here. So you have to select the entry bar you want for the risk reward. Let's assume we're going to come in off this bar here. The next you select the bar for the stop loss, so let's say off that high, and now set the price target. Let's just say at this price here. Once you've got these on the chart, you then have to make sure you're going in the correct direction, because you can see here I was trying to do a short trade, i.e. go down, and it looks a bit wrong. So if we now go to the risk reward and we go to the properties here, or the parameters, you have to make sure you're in the right direction. So if you wanted to go down, you then have to set it to be short. If you're doing a risk reward up, you have to set it to be long. There are some parameters in here, but to be perfectly honest, you don't really need to do much on these because you can grab and drag the entry bars on the chart. So if I do OK now, there it is, and I'll show you what you can do once it's on the chart. For the profit target here, you can grab this and then you can drag it up and down. Do you see that? It's grabbed and dragged up and down like that. Let's grab the entry. See here, this bar here is a bit too big for calculating the position sizing. So if I grab this one here, you see the two little helpers there, these little squares, these are the helpers. So these tell you which bars you can be on. So if I grab this and drag this onto the previous bar there, that will then have your entry on that bar and the stop on that bar. And as you can see now, it will then calculate the number of contracts. Let's try doing a long trade, perhaps off this bar here. So I'll do risk reward, bring up the properties. This time I want to go long, do OK. Now I have to select the entry one. I don't know which it is because they're both on the same bar, so I'm just going to drag this around somewhere. And that's the entry bar, and there's the stop bar. So I'm now going to get the entry bar on the correct bar, which is off this bar here. So you see I grabbed and dragged it onto that bar. The stop bar, there's the little helper for the stop bar, the risk reward stop. So I'm going to grab that and drag that onto the low there. I'm now going to drag the entry up to say up here. And there you can see it allows you to do the entry off that bar, the stop off that bar, and the target of that bar. Again, because that was in the long direction. So doing your manual risk reward is really quite easy. Remember, when you first put the risk reward on the chart, you have to then click 3 times on the chart, and sometimes the parameters window may be in the way, so either move it or close it. Then what I suggest you do is just get these on the chart somewhere, and then once they're on the chart somewhere, you can literally grab and drag them by using the little helper squares. You see the little squares come up. You can grab them and drag them onto whichever bar you wish to then do your entry and your stop and your profit target. You can then grab and drag up and down as you wish. So a very nice little tool for doing some manual risk reward in particular with your MTPredictor analysis. If you want to move from the initial target to perhaps a further out target, you can use that in conjunction with your MTPredictor trade setups, and we'll show you how to do that in that particular video. If you want to hide this for a while, say you want to not have it on the chart for a while, you can then go and just hide the script, and there it is, and it's just hidden on the chart. And then what you can do is then just reveal it again to bring it back if you want to use it and you're using it actively during the day.